Hi guys, thank you and congratulations for choosing KARL for your business. You will see in a matter of weeks, months and years that you made the very best decision for your business with choosing KARL. I'm Michael Beck, I'm the CEO and founder at KARL. As you can hear, I'm French, and I used to run a successful limo business and France's #1 training center for drivers back in France. So because of my experience in this business, I decided to start this software because I know that's what limo companies really need. They need something to work for them, white branded and connected. So let's get started. I'm going to show you in this video, it's going to last like 20 minutes tops, how you can, within 20 minutes, get ready for your clients, adding cars, drivers, and everything you need. So let's get started. We're going to log into KARL. So the address is KARL standing for dashboard.com. Here we are. You will log in with the very informations that you gave us at the moment of sign up. So I log in with mine, mike@a4c.us, my password, and I click on login. If you forgot your password, you just click on this and you will be sent a new high security level NSA kind of stuff so that you can get a new password in the system. Login. So when I log in, I land on this map that shows my area. The first time you're gonna log into your dashboard, you might feel a little bit overwhelmed because there's quite a lot of stuff in there. Don't worry, we're gonna learn how to use each and every tab on this website in a matter of a few minutes, and once you get used to it, it's gonna be very easy, very easy. So first thing first, go to your profile. Here on the top, you click on this logo and it brings you to your company's profile. So as you see, the company is Hollywood Test Limo, the phone number of the company, the admin's email address, and the company's address. Okay, you can modify it anytime you need, and then you can switch to admin. So admin, this is me. I am the admin of this company, Michael Beck, mike@a4c.us. My phone number, it's a fake one, don't try it, and my password. First thing you got to do, if you are driving in your company, if you are the admin, but if you're also a driver, then you have to add yourself as a driver. So we're going to click on this button and I will give my information, my license number, 31, and the advance notice. So the advance notice is the time I want to be warned in advance for a booking. Let's say that I have a booking this afternoon. Someone books right now for me this afternoon. I want to be aware of this. I want to be notified for this at least 1 hour in advance, which means if someone wants to book a ride and I have to be the driver in 30 minutes, it's just not gonna happen because I blocked this hour. Okay, so I save it and I'm ready to be a driver. On the side, you can see that you have your payment method. So you can add either PayPal or Stripe. We recommend Stripe. It's much easier to manage and they are not as bad as PayPal when it comes to sending your money to yourself. So you will create a Stripe account and then you click on add a payment method. Stripe or PayPal, and then you just have one thing, it's the secret code that Stripe is going to give you. You copy it from Stripe and you paste it here and you make it default. Okay, that's basic. Once that is done, your clients can start paying you. Okay, so now we have the basics. I will go to the driver tab and I can find myself in the driver tab. Now you see I'm working 7 days a week. So I might want to change it, but we will do that later. The first thing you need to do when you start with your KARL dashboard is to add your cars. As you can see on this screen, we have no cars at all. So I'm going to add the cars in my fleet. That's the very first thing to do. You click on the plus button and then you have all information to give, like 2015, the brand, the make is, I will put a Maserati, Ghibli. As you can see, the picture is showing over there. You can of course upload your own picture, but usually you'd rather stick with the one we give you because they are built so it looks beautiful in your app. I can specify the car's color, like black for instance, and the preparation time. When I have a ride with this car, I want to have 30 minutes to get it ready, to clean it, to put some stuff in there like water, candies, press, whatever. It takes the driver 30 minutes. If I think it's less, then you can set it to 15 minutes, 1 hour, depending on what you want to do. 7 FFFTGY. And then I set up the maximum number of passengers I want to take in this car. In this Ghibli, I will set it to 2 passengers tops, okay? Because if I have 3, it's gonna be uncomfortable. And for maximum bags, I can leave it to 3. In the worst case scenario, you know, you can put one on the front seat, but in the Ghibli, you can fit 3 bags. I save it. Well, it's processing, and now I have this car in my fleet, as you can see. I just click on this card to get back to the car, and then, as you will see, I can add an event. So I'm just going to set up the time and date when this car is not going to be available. So starts January 26 at, let's say, 6 a.m. until the 27 at 7 a.m. okay? It's not going to be repeated, can be repeated every day, every week, every month, whatever. And then the comment is maintenance at the shop. And I save it. Now this car is not available from this January 26, 6 a.m. until January 27, 7 a.m. That's great because nobody can book it and I will not have any problem. So now I can just close this tab and get back here. If you have other cars, you can add new cars. So let's add a second one fast. I take a 2014. It's going to be a Cadillac Escalade ESV, and it's going to be gray. I set up 30 minutes, that's enough. The license plate, the number of passengers that I'm willing to take with these cars, I'm gonna go up to 5 passengers, and I'm going to go up to 4 bags. And I save it. Now it's beautiful. I have 2 cars in my fleet that I can activate. So we're done with the cars. Next step is adding a driver. So let's go to the driver tab. I am a driver, but as you can see in this card, I have 0 vehicle. So if I want to modify it and attach cars to me as a driver, I just click on the tab. I go to the vehicle tab. And then I just click here. I can also, if I have several SUVs, I can select all of them or just one of them, you see, like this. So I'm available for both of these cars. Save. Oh, something else. As you can see, I'm working 7 days a week and I don't want to do that. So I will change my information. I'm not working on Monday and Tuesday, for instance. And I'm available Sunday from 8 a.m. up to midnight. On Wednesday, I can start as soon as 6. Thursday, I want to start at 7. Friday, 6. And Saturday, 8. Okay, up to midnight. I can also change this. And then I can basically just save it. As you can see now, my card has been modified. If I go back to the card, I can see all these modifications and I can change it again. I can also add an event. So an event, just like for the car, that the purpose of adding an event is just to avoid I have a booking when I'm on vacation, for instance. So let's say that I'm going to leave on vacation from March 24th up to, so early morning, up to, oh, not so long, this is a big holiday. Up to April 3rd. Okay, 2 a.m. I'm on vacation in China, for instance. And I save it. And now nobody can book me from March 24 up to April 3rd, 2 a.m. Great, I can close the tab. Yes, I want to close the tab. Now we have pretty much everything set up. We're going to go quickly with the add-ons. So the add-ons is the kind of services you add in a car. So for instance, you can have infant seat or meet and greets service at the airport. You just click on the plus button and then let's add an infant seat. And I have 2 infant seats in my company, and I don't charge anything for that, or if you want, you can charge like $10. Save. So now this add-on will be available when I create a price and the clients can accede to them. Let's do another one. We're going to add champagne, for instance. Maximum bottles. I don't want them to be completely drunk, so it's gonna be 1. And I will set the price to $100. Save. And here we are. We have the champagne, we have the infant seat. So the very last thing we need for your clients to be able to book you now is the rates. And I will go to this. I just want to show you quickly how that works. So sorry in advance for my very bad drawing skills. You have a client. So your client, oh, that's bad. This is your client, okay? Client. Your client, when he wants to book you, he wants to know the price for a car at a time he wants, etc. So he just wants to see the price. Okay, that's what you're offering him. But you cannot set a price for each and every destination and pickup location. So that's KARL system, the brilliant KARL system is going to build for you. It's going to build it based on 3 things. You first have your driver, okay? Your driver. Then you have your car. I will not draw a car, okay? And if I take my car and my driver together, I will put them in what we call a rate. A rate is basically the information you give the system for the system to be able to calculate your price. Okay, so we call that a rate. And this rate, when the client makes a booking, is asking for a price, the system will find a rate, and this rate will return a price. And you can have different prices based on cars, based on time of the day, time of the year, based on the drivers. You can really make it very specific to your business. So let's go back to KARL, and again, I apologize for my poor drawing skills. Here we are. So the next section we want to work in is the rate. In the rate section, you see I have no rates now. So if a client goes online and tries to book something, he will have a message saying that we're sorry, we have nothing for you. Basically, that's what it's gonna say. So let's create a rate. First rate. I have 3 types of rate. The first one is hourly. So do you know what that is? It's booking you per hour, basic. Okay. Then you have the transfer rate. That's what you're going to use for any kind of point-to-point transfers within your working area. And then we have long distance. Long distance is more if you want to set up a rate for something unusual, like doing Los Angeles to Las Vegas or Baltimore to Washington, these kind of things. Then you're going to set it up in the long distance rates. But for now, we just want to get started, so we will create a transfer rate. We give it a name, so this name is not going to be shown to the clients, it's just for you to know. So this rate is city transfers, and I want to put only sedans, okay, or luxury sedans. So later, if I have Mercedes S, I can put it in there too. So the pickup location is not the actual location where your client will be. It's the center of the area you want to serve. I want to take 7080 Hollywood Boulevard, Los Angeles, and I pick up clients up to 20 miles around this address. So if a client lives in Woodland Hills, for instance, I'm going to pick him up. If he lives in San Gabriel, I'm going to pick him up. But if he lives in San Bernardino, I will have no offer to show him, okay? And I can add an airport fee. So if the address of the pickup or the address of the drop-off is an airport, then I want to add $10 in airport fees. Oh, sorry, $10. The minimum distance you want to ride, so that's, honestly, we put it in because many people ask for that, but you'd rather address this problem of minimum distance. Is not the distance that is worrying you, it's more the price you're gonna charge, right? So you can set it here down there, minimum price. So if I was you, I would leave it at 1 mile, okay? So now I'm going to add a price. I charge up to 20 miles of distance, 20 miles driving, I'm gonna charge $4.5 per mile, okay? Then I could stop here, which means basically a client wants a pickup in at the Hollywood Bowl. I'm gonna drive him up to 20 miles, and if his destination address is 30 miles away, then it's not in my numbers. I just cannot serve this client. So I want to add a second distance up to 40 miles, so the distance between 20 and 40 miles. Then I'm going to charge less because I'm driving more, okay? We all do that. $3.9 per mile. And I can go up to 60 miles. So I add another zone, 60 miles at $2.9. And here I'm setting the minimum price. If someone wants me to pick him up and drive him 1 mile away, who cares, as long as I charge the minimum I want to charge. So let's set it up to $75, okay? Tax rate is for you if you're in an area with a sales tax on services, like in New York, for instance. Luckily in California we don't have that, so I leave it at 0, and then I can add for this service, I will only add infant seat. I'm not gonna serve champagne in the Maserati, okay? This rate is gonna be available all the time, so each and every day, 12 a.m. to 12 p.m., 12 a.m. to 12 a.m., so full day, okay? I can put a description, so that's more for me. This is a test rate. And as I said, I don't want the SUV in this rate. I want the Maserati. So I choose business, that's the category, and I want the Maserati. If I have several cars, I have an S-Class for instance, I can select all the cars or only one. And then if you click on the car, you can also select all the drivers. You may have drivers that you want to have for hourly booking, so they would be linked to this Maserati, but you don't want to give them transfers. So in this case, if I have a second driver here and I don't want him to do transfers, I'm just gonna uncheck him, okay? Basic. So that's done. Once I click the save button, this rate is available to the public and everybody can book you now. Can book you how? They can book you from an address which is 20 miles around this address, 7080 Hollywood Boulevard, up to 60 miles away from their pickup location, okay? And that's the price that the system is gonna use to calculate the rate. If your client goes 50 miles away, you're gonna earn, let's make the math, 50 times 3.9, oh sorry, 2.9, you're gonna charge $145. And the system knows it and it's gonna price the ride exactly based on what you set up here. Save. So now the rate is available. What the system will do when there is a booking, it will check that there is a rate. Okay, I have a rate from your pickup location up to your destination. Great, that's fine. Let's make sure we have a car available and the driver available. And if we have a rate, a car and a driver, then we can show a price to the client and the client can book you. So here we are. You're all set to start. What I would recommend is you to add all your cars and all your drivers first, and then add your rates. If you struggle a little bit working on your pricing, you can call one of our customer success representative and they will be happy to help. In another video, we'll go over the affiliate network, the finance section, stats, calendar, EasyBook, and everything. But for now, you're all set. You can start using the system. I hope that helped you guys. You see, we stayed in 23 minutes. Okay, that's fine. Bye-bye.